Last week I was visited by a beautiful new friend. We played and danced in glittering waters and allowed it to wash over and through, leaving us shivering well into the evening. We shared in this unspoken practice that binds us and allowed it to permeate into the laughter that we shared and the stories that we told. How easily I unravel when met with a heart so free-flowing with divinity, as the same divinity in me bows in recognition, feeling safe enough to allow my contradictions to be seen and held. I have prayed for this sisterhood for a lifetime, and the women in my life answer it every time their smiles ricochet off my own. Thank you for holding me, and thank you for holding space for me.
Sitting so well.
Sitting so nicely. Sit. No, it's it. Right in the mouth.
Just gently opening the eyes again.
You know as well that when Mum's meditating she can't do anything, so you just feel like you can chew sticks next to me and it's all okay. Me and Daniel just went out for a lovely walk, went to the stream, had a swim, and then came back along the beach and decided to have another swim in the ocean, and it was just really, really lush. But today I need to have a clearing day, so I want to clean my space. I also need to clean my car because I haven't used it in nearly like 3 months since we've been in lockdown, and I went down there just now and it's starting to mold. So that's a sign that I definitely need to clean it and hopefully find my keys for it as well, because I seem to have lost those and I cannot find them anywhere. My idea is that I'll just kind of like clean everything and clear the space, and then hopefully in that process I can find them. But like, I honestly have been looking for them for so long. I feel like I might just need to buy a new set of keys at this point, but we'll give it one last final look, and if I can't find them today then we'll look into getting a new set of keys. Yeah, so I just want to clean and clear, and I'm going to take you through my clearing ceremony that I do as well, just like making sure that we are clearing the energy of the house and the room. the smell of like rosemary smudge stick mixed with like an orange essential oil on my hands is just like so good. So there you have it. That is my cleansing ceremony. So I basically just start off by cleaning, physically cleaning your space, tidying everything up, getting everything into order is such a powerful practice. So I always like to start by vacuuming, tidying, doing the dishes, putting things away. I replaced all of my candles except this one. This needs to burn down, and then I'll replace this one. And then I open up all of the doors and windows, let that fresh air come in, and I start by smoke cleansing. So I have my rosemary, sage, and thyme bundle here. I handmade this. It's the first one that I've ever handmade. I am obsessed. I'm never going back to buying them, honestly. And then another thing that I've been incorporating into my cleansing ceremonies for my house has been my sound bowl. And you can actually use sound as another form of cleansing. So if you can't use smoke cleansing, there's so many different ways of cleansing. Smoke is one of them, and sound is also one of them. So I have my Tibetan singing bowl that I use for my vocal toning and chanting and mantra practice, as well as my meditation practice. And I love to go through, do a smudge to kind of remove and clear any stagnant energy. And then my sound bowl I love to use as a way of really uplifting the vibration of any energy that is like within the household that has stayed. You can also use bells. Sound is a great option for clearing if you can't use smoke for whatever reason. I kind of will do a house cleansing like this maybe once every 2 weeks or so. It just depends on like the energy of the house, but usually it's maybe once every 2 weeks, or if it's been like a really chill month, then maybe like once a month. Also, when I smudge, when I'm going around with the smoke, I like to say a little prayer almost of what I want to welcome into the space. It kind of changes depending on which room I'm in. So when I'm in the living room, I feel like I'm wanting to welcome in a feeling of comfort, of safety, of love, of community, of family. So when I'm in the kitchen, I want to welcome in nourishment, feel energized. I want to feel taken care of and fuel health and well-being. And then when I'm in the office, things surrounding creativity and abundance and determination, perseverance, courage. And then in the bedroom, it's rest and connection and safety, peace, love. So I kind of say a little prayer for each room that I'm in. And also then when I do like a final clearing, I like to also kind of say a couple of words regarding protection, to only allow in that which is good and loving, and to clear out anything that is ill-willed or negative. Yeah, just allow good to come in. Don't allow anything bad to come in. If bad does get in, get it out of here. It's like a little mini protection that I put over the house. So yeah, that's my cleansing ceremony. Woohoo! Successful trip to the post office. My books have arrived. I've kind of almost forgotten what I've bought though. Oh yes. Probably one of the things that I'm most excited about, because I've had the cards for a while and I lost the book. And you can't really buy the book by itself. You kind of have to buy like a new card deck. But it just means I'll just have 2 sets of cards, which is fine. But this is my favorite card deck to use. They are medicine cards by Jamie Sams and David Carson. Shamanic animal medicine cards. And I have loved this deck for the last like 6 years is when I found it. A friend of mine down in Christchurch, she had them, and I went down there to visit her and another friend of mine, and I would just pull cards from here, and they just were some of the most powerful readings that I would ever have. I kind of would do readings every now and then just with the cards that I had, but because I lost the book, I couldn't really like read about them. And I know like there's a certain level of intuition that comes when you do card readings, because you just are usually getting the medicine that you need for that animal for you, and it's a very like personal thing. So you can go intuitively and just kind of pull from the deck and get an animal and just feel kind of the lesson that it's wanting to teach you that way. But I just love having the book to kind of, I guess, help guide that journey. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's exactly as I remember. Oh, it's so pretty. Yay! Oh, this makes me so happy. And I've got a new deck of cards as well. Oh, welcome to the team, guys. Welcome to the team. It's great to have you here. I forgot about this. Ayurveda, the science of self-healing. I first heard about Ayurveda at my YTT. I had a very adverse reaction to it. Got really, really triggered by it because I was like, that sounds like an eating disorder and I don't agree with that. So it was coming from the right place. Like, I don't think if you're getting into having an Ayurvedic diet that you should be doing it for any like weight or appearance related things. It should be from a place of, like healing and nourishing and balancing. So like I knew that my reaction to it was definitely stemming from my past. It kind of was in my mind. I was like, how can you set these rules and not start becoming afraid of foods? After a couple of months afterwards, I kind of realized like not everyone has that in their brain like I do, like food and exercise was always very tainted by my eating disorder. And so I've had years of kind of like dealing with that, and it's only really been recently that it's really started to be unpicked in my mind. And then like I just started hearing Ayurveda over and over and over again, and I just felt like I needed to do more research into it because I do feel like there's so much that I have to learn about it and so much that potentially could benefit me. And so I just decided to get a book on it just to do some reading. So this is the one that I saw recommended the most. So I'm very excited to dive into that because it's something that I know will challenge me to read. And this is kind of to do with like shadow work as well as noticing your triggers and then understanding why they are there and what they came about and almost like taking responsibility for those triggers and not like projecting that onto other people, which is what I was doing when I first heard about it. All right. I do remember one book that I got, and I think this might be the one that I remember getting. Oh, no, okay, I forgot about this one, but okay, now I know. Now I know what I've got. I'm very excited for this book. Yoga of the Subtle Body. This is another book that I've seen just repetitively over the last couple of months. I've seen lots of people have it. I've heard a lot about it, and I'm just really interested. It's something that I'm kind of diving more into at the moment. I feel like I am in a very energetic space in my practice, and I just wanted to get this book to kind of keep that energy moving. So Yoga of the Subtle Body, a guide to the physical and energetic anatomy of yoga. Very, very excited about this book. And now I remember exactly what book this is. Oh, she's smaller than I thought she'd be. She's a small little handbook. The 4 Agreements. This is something that oh wow, and the writing's really big. I thought this was going to be so much bigger. This is one that I've been recommended actually by quite a few people. Ooh, cool. Book club. Little book club. I feel like I need to do like a full-on favorite yogi books video. Leave me a like or a comment if you would like to see something like that, because I like live for this stuff. And there's actually my book depository wish list just keeps on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Just every time I buy a book from there and get it off my wish list, I replace it with like 2 or 3 others. I still want to read the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads. I don't know how to say that one. Upanishads. Still need to read the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishad, but I've heard great things about the Bhagavad Gita, and I think that's the next one. When I do place another book depository order, that's going to be the first one that I buy, and I might just kind of like let them sit. I'll do like read the Bhagavad Gita, let that settle for a bit. Like those texts, they need some space to really permeate throughout you, if you know what I mean. But yay, book club. I need to do a cleansing of these cards.